次はフットサル仕込みのトーシュートだ。これがフットサル流のテクニックだぜ。
俺に任せておけ。山ごもり特訓で身につけた山田ルキープだ。
Hello guys, today we'll talk about these new players of the Japan national team transfer. There are 4 new players. I will review 3 of them because I don't see the point in reviewing both of these guys, so I'll just do one, then you will see what I mean. He's like average, he's good in intercepting and passing. And his stats are very well balanced between those dribble, pass, tackle, intercept and speed technique. You would expect that he has those skills. He has a pass and he has an A-ranked flying squirrel interception. You would consider giving him an S-ranked interception if you want him to win any matchups. But the weird thing about this character is that he is practically designed to lose a matchup because of his passive. His passive skill is the new skill which was introduced some time ago, and it's minus 10% to stats when your opponent selects the next command after you lose a matchup. You can argue with me and say that this is interesting. I won't say that it isn't interesting passive, and I like the thing that club is doing new things and reinventing themselves in new passives, but I don't see how can this be very useful in the aspect of the positioning of this player. This would be good if it was like some hidden ability. His passive would be like something that is better. But when you watch this passive, and practically that is the only thing that makes him viable in your team, to lose a matchup and to let your opponent come near your goal. Well, I would rather have a player that is strong enough to stop the other player rather than this guy. And another thing, another downside is that both of them are only defensive midfielders, which makes them very limited. And with Japan, who is crowded in the defensive midfielder area, I don't see how could anyone want to use them before the other players that Japan has at their disposal. One of the good things of these guys, these 2 twins, is their super solidarity team skills. If you need that super solidarity skills, there is no better banner to pull than Step Up. If you take into consideration that they are very good at high and low balls, it would be difficult to use them in a matchup because they are defensive midfielders. You would have to switch rather quickly between the offensive tactic and defensive to make them come in your area and try to defend. But as I said, they are not designed to win matchups. They are designed to lose matchups, and I don't like that. So the other guy has this price of confused fight. It's minus 150 to your opponent's stamina when you lose a matchup. That is like a downgraded skill of the stamina killer. Because if you have your passive like stamina killer, then your opponent, whatever you do, you win a matchup or you lose a matchup, will lose more of his stamina than what he usually uses. So this is like a downgraded version of that passive. This guy has another super solidarity team skill, which is not bad at all. If you are lacking those skills, you should definitely pull. Like I said, I would rather have players who could win a ball than the player who you must use to lose a matchup. I don't see how can that help you. This is Kotaro Furukawa. So he is one of the two new players, Futsal duo, that just made their debut. These players are certainly more valuable than the twins because of their hidden abilities. But I will start like this. Low ballers are always useful in a Japan team, and if you are looking to enable your striker's best shot, it could be very useful. And he's not bad at his job, which is passing either. His main skill is pass, so that all adds up. And when you consider that the best shots for Japan are basically low balls, he can find his place in those teams. So what is very weird here? His toughness. If you play him in toughness Japan, you will play Misaki, the other Misaki, not Golden 23 Misaki. You will play that Nuksaki with a volley. Double diving header or whatever, because he's so good at it and he's just an awesome scorer. And he will not receive this 5%. And he will not receive this either. So basically, Red Japan, no. The only team that would make him viable to use is like whole Japan, because of his team skill. Extreme awakening of Japanese players, 15%. I don't like this. This could be a start of a very, very toxic behavior in building Japanese teams. The good thing about this is that he basically has two passing skills, and he is the best in that area by his stats. This is another thing that is very weird about this player. He blocks one tackle special skill of your matchup opponent, and he's a passer. And the other guy is better at dribbling, I believe, and he blocks one intercept skill. This doesn't make any sense. It would have made more sense that he can block one intercept skill. That would make him very, very much more valuable in your team. But this just doesn't make any sense, because he's not good at dribbling. So why would you dribble with this guy when you can use 1-2 or pass? And plus his skill dribble is pathetic. Combination, so that's plus 5% to his stats when Shinnosuke Kazami is in your team. Let's see this. So toughness type Golden 23 players, all stats 4%. So those players are basically Intercept King Izawa, that the new Yuzo Morisaki, and the new Masao. No. The only one that I would use out of this or those guys is basically Izawa. So he buffs him, which is good, not bad, right? But it's very difficult to fit him in your team. The biggest problem of this player is he's basically designed to be in a Japan team that is missing its strongest links, in my opinion, because there are so much more valuable players in the Japan teams that you can use before these guys. So if you're building your team around that Golden 23 skill Misaki, which is a great player, these two guys would give him 14% hidden ability. Just these two Futsal duo players, which is, oh my god. So basically that player could be like new Nuksaki. And if you consider that you can give him Flash Raiju, or he does already have Flash Raiju, whatever, that would make him very usable in your team. But I would say that the best thing about him and his Futsal duo partner are their team skills. So when you take into consideration that you have this guy, his Futsal duo partner, and the new Tsubasa, oh my god, you could build yourself a 45% Japanese team. this is just, oh my god, oh my god. This is pretty scary. It's pretty scary. Those team skills make them 100 times more valuable. Like, who could not want this? Even the players who are not playing with the Japan main team. If you saved up your dream balls, yes, go for them, and it will be really much more easier for us who are not playing Japanese teams to build a good Japan team for cups, for other things, if you have those team skills. So yeah, that makes them very scary. Not their hidden abilities as much as that team skill. So with a limited skill set, there's nothing that you can pretty much do there. It's difficult to expect so much from a new player. If you take into consideration that the new Germans who were released like 4 months from now and still don't have another versions, that's but on the other side, the Germans are better in my opinion. So his partner is Shinnosuke Kazami. He has a crappy shoot. He has a futsal combo, just like his partner. He has the most pathetic precise pass and pathetic dribble skill. He has this special skill block intercept that should have the other guy, not him. That's really weird. Another thing that is weird here is, but basically when you look at this, his dribble and shot are the biggest stats that he has on the attacking area. So I would expect him to have a better dribble, right? And he's a high baller. And when you consider that the best shot of the Japanese players are low balls, like Tsubasa Ultimate Skydive, right? Or the Nuksaki volley, or maybe if Aoi gets a low ball like volley, that would be really scary. But he's a high baller, so it's really difficult to use him. His hidden abilities are basically very similar to the same as his partner, but he blocks intercept. And all these stats I'm talking about, I'm basically considering that you add up 9% from his hidden abilities to his stats. And when you add up those hidden abilities, even with them, I don't see the usefulness of this player. Too bad his shot is his highest stat. If he would have more in pass and dribble, and basically dribble instead of shot, he will be very good wing forward. Not very good, good wing forward. Downside to those skills is that you cannot use Roberto. You can, but he will not receive any buffs from team skills. So yeah, because Roberto is so valuable in Japanese teams. Oh my god, I forgot that I have a beer in front of me. I'm so thirsty from all talking. When you take all into consideration about these players, their value and whatnot, I would say the best thing about these players is their team skills, and the best thing about this banner is that it's a step up. Let's just quickly see the details of this banner. First step, 30 dream balls, 40 dream balls. Third step is 1 SSR player guaranteed. Let's see if it's 3% or 5%. 3%. Okay, so the best thing about this banner is basically that it's a step up. It would be too much if a step up would be a 5% banner. That happened a couple of times, but yeah. Step 5, you will get 1 SSR Japan National 2006 player guaranteed. Let's see who are those players. 12 players, okay. So the 4 of them, okay. That Misaki that could receive all those buffs 14% hidden abilities from those two Futsal duo guys, so okay. This is very good. Yeah, all those players are. This guy is so annoying. Izawa, this guy is. Oh my god. New guys have the biggest percentage of drops, so it's likely that you will get one of those guys. So I would add one more thing about these players. Because this is a step up banner, and because they have one of the best team skills ever, this is a must for any player that has dream balls to spare. So if you have 270 dream balls to spare, even maybe if you need one of those players, maybe you would have be lucky and get them in previous steps. But if you have basically 270 dream balls to spare, you are a new player, you are missing those guys, one of those guys for Super Solidarity team skill, or you are missing green Japanese player to fulfill your quota on the 8 green Japan players for the Super Solidarity team to get the buffs. Yeah, you should basically pull on this banner, because that is the true value of this banner, in my opinion. If you are countering my opinion, tell me down in the comments below, we will talk about it. I'm open to discussion, but this is just my opinion. So basically, for the new players, you should absolutely pull on this banner. For the old players, yes, because like I said, the true value of this is not the players, but their team skills. That's basically it. If you like this video, like it, subscribe to this channel if you want to see more. If you want to support me and my future videos, you can go on Patreon, link down below, and donate some. It's pretty much cheaper than a pack of gum, so it's $1 a month. If you want to do it, yeah. If you don't, that's okay too. So if you decide to pull on this banner, I wish you the best of luck to get the player you want, because we all need it in this gacha game. And yeah, subscribe to this channel. Good luck. Stay safe.